787 for unrelated reasons, and this would be an unrelated reason because the left fuel control switch is associated with the left engine and the right is associated with the right engine, and there's no crossing of the two. It would have to be both of those switches to go bad. The odds of that happening are 400 billion to 1. 400 billion to 1. It's a bridge too far to accept that somehow they were loose, like this one appears to be, and that both of them transitioned, stayed there for 9 seconds before anybody noticed and said something about it. Forget about the dialogue back and forth between the pilots saying, "Why did you do that?" That's another factor that you have to factor into all this. And then they were placed back to run, and they stayed there through a 50 to 100 G crash. All of that is a lot to factor in and to accept in all of this. And I don't even know if this video is real or not, but assuming that it's real, I would say that Air India ought to go look at the rest of their fuel control switches and make sure that they're all good fuel control switches that keep the fuel control switch in the run position. But that's it for now. I wanted you to see this video. I wanted you to understand that, at least from my perspective, not a lot has changed with that crash back last June. This does complicate things, and I would certainly hope that Boeing would be very, very serious about looking at this if it was any sort of a problem. I just don't think it is. Hopefully, when the final report comes out at the end of the first year, we'll get some more amplifying information. And by the way, the Air India investigative folks that wrote that report, their names are all on the report, by the way. Any one of them could get in front of a camera or behind a microphone at any time and answer some common sense questions about what happened to Air India 171. Not a single person from that investigation has gotten in front of a camera to answer a single question. That ought to tell you a lot. Well, now you know. I'm Captain Steve. Fly safe. And if you'd like to see some other videos that are related to the Air India 171 crash, check out either one of these.